Hello, my name is Megan and I'd like to share this video with you of the very first time that I am seeing my new custom-made journal and planner that I've ordered from Amazon. This video shows you the things that I liked, the things I did not like in this very imperfect version of the planner, and the things I want to change and I plan to change in the future. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, I'm finally gonna do it. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous and so excited. I waited so long to get this. I'm scared I'm gonna be disappointed, even though I really should. And I knew to expect that. It's the first printing of my first journal, and I didn't follow all of the guidelines exactly, so and then I had to wait for it to be printed, and now it's finally here, and oh my gosh, okay. The cover looks so good. This, I love the cover. I love the cover. I love the size. I think, well, I know the outside turned out great. Also, they made me print a spine, so that's what I did. I think I'm going to change that. That needs to be down from the top. Anyway, okay, here we go. I like the pages. Okay, this is alright. Then we go to this page. I do not like this line around the edge, so I think I'm going to change that. I like this. This lets me put the dates of the journal. This turned out pretty good. I like the page numbers at the bottom. Okay. The lines are great. The paper has this very nice, like drawing paper type quality where you want to, like, especially with a pencil, you want to draw on this paper. So here we have the table of contents, where I have the first set of pages marked out already with the page numbers, and then from here you would just fill in as pages go. So all of the pages are numbered, so all you have to do is, like, if you want to, like, track certain pages or make note of certain events or certain days that have happened, all you have to do is look at the page number where you wrote that information, you put the page number there, and then you can write something about, like, what the significance is. Alright. And also there's room here, so, like, even though this says lists, you can, like, put some descriptors here of exactly what that is and what you use it for. I'm scared. Okay. Yes. Alright. This, I think, I'm gonna have to look at this. So let me count how many are across and how many are down. So I think I set this up. Alright, how many are across the top? How many are down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can probably use that one. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Perfect. Okay, so 31 across the top. So if you were doing days or dates, like tracking wise, this would be each day. So it'd be, you would write down, like, the dates across here for the month. So if this was the month of whatever, your days would go across, and then down. Let me see how many I have going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, about 27. So you could get away with 27 things going down. So this is for tracking, whatever you want to track daily. Routines, habits, whatever. So you would write it here, and then you would track it. These boxes could be a little bit smaller, which would give you more room over here. But I kind of like them this size because sometimes I like to put lots of information in these boxes, and they kind of need to be a little bit bigger. So second page of tracking, third page of tracking, fourth page of tracking. And so this gives you variety, so it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be different months. It's meant to be basically the same month. And I really should just go ahead and label these with like 1 through 31. And then you can track like different lists of things. So this might be foods you ate, could be foods you got allergic to, it could be exercise routines, supplements, lots of stuff. Okay, oh my goodness, I've never been interrupted this much. Okay, still page numbers, different tracking, and alright, so this one did not seem to be the same. Maybe this is not the same size, so I need to go in and check that, but this is definitely usable. So I have different quadrants that I can put different information in. Also, this line looks like it's not centered, so I might need to go in and change it. However, I almost kind of like it because this gives you more room here and this is less. So this is meant to be for lists. I use this as long-term to-do lists, and I usually will put some information in pen and some in pencil, but I'll use it like that. So I have a couple pages like this, and I'm seeing the same thing on each page. So yeah, those are the things to change. And then this is my real task list. So the way I use this is each one of these spaces is a different category, and I'll just make a list of things I need to do in that category. So sometimes it might be like Google searches, and this column would be for low effort tasks, and this is for high effort tasks. So low effort searches versus high effort searches. And the effort is, you know, how much time it'll take. The things you've been putting off usually end up in the high effort column, whereas the things that are really easy to do that you could do like while you're waiting in line or waiting in your car, that would get in the low effort box. So I use these for all kinds of things, and this is to help me remember stuff. So one side might be like creative hobbies. Like what are my creative hobbies? I can't remember. So I'll have one for low effort and one for high effort. Low effort like might be things that are inspirational too. So looking at a magazine or a book, watching YouTube videos on painting or something, and then that can be high effort, low effort. And then for different types of jobs or different types of tasks, whether it's household or shopping, like one would be a shopping, so high effort, low effort, shopping. So I jot everything down here in these little category boxes so that I can easily like know where to go if I'm in town and I need to look at all the errands I need to run, see how many of those I can get knocked out. So yeah, I'll go over this again when I have it filled out. So I have 2 pages of that, and just for, you know, in case I need it. And then here we go. All right, this is the weekly planner, and I think I know what happened here. This is the gutter is on the wrong side. So this in here I think would be the gutter if I'm using the terms correctly. And so this extra space should have been over here, and it's not reading that way. So it gave me not enough space here. This was supposed to be Monday, Tuesday. No, these were for weeks. So I can still use this if I just use this as either pretend this is one big column or just mark it out and say I'm not going to use that. So this would be, it was supposed to be an either 8-week or 16-week tracker for like, for me it was tasks, but you could use it for like tasks and birthdays and anything that has to happen in these weeks. And I had at least 2 pages. Yes, I had at least 2 pages like this, and then a slightly different way to do it, but I had 2 pages so that like this entire thing would be a map of, it was supposed to be either 16 weeks or 8 weeks. of a particular topic. So this was the 18-week because I put this divider in the middle. So you'd have like week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Sorry, 16. I said 18. 16 weeks. And 16 weeks is what is in the typical semester. And so, like, I kind of run things that way. So this could be for a particular class, or it could be for like all of my work for these 16 weeks for the classes. And I like to have this because it helps me to keep track of what I've done and what I still have to do in this 16-week format, so I can like gauge exactly how I feel about the progress I've made, and I can look back and say, yes, I did these things. Wow, okay. No wonder I'm so tired here, because this was a really tough week, and I really didn't have a break this week either. So that's what's going on. So I have 2 pages like that. And so this would be the 16-week layout, and then this was supposed to be like an 8-week layout with different sections. So I have a top, a middle, bottom, and this was again for tasks, but it was just like you could have a section for the household things that you have to do that day, and these are things that like get put on your calendar, like they're not going to change. You have to plan it weeks in advance. Like refill my prescriptions would have to happen here and here, so that you could keep track of those long-term things that are not week to week, that are further out. So again, this would be 8 across, and I have another one of those too. So everything is double in case you need to use it for multiple completely different worlds of information. So like, what if this was my work world of dates that have to get done during work time, and then this was all my personal stuff that had to get done in personal time? Or if you have multiple businesses, this would be business versus your household, stuff like that. Okay, and then this is my daily tracking. Okay, so as you can see, again, I have that same gutter issue, so I'm gonna have to work on that now that I know the like true measurements of what things need to be. This journal is probably not usable for me, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. Very happy with the line, what the lines look like, and the shading and that type of thing. I love the paper. So how is this supposed to be used? This is my keep me on track for the day. So I usually plan one day in advance. So I'll start on Sunday and I'll look at Monday and I'll say, okay, well, I can put all my appointments in for the week here. This is usually always done in pencil, especially the appointments, because those change. So I've put 4 for me because, well, I don't have much room to do more than that. 4 is too much. I have an extra line in case there is a 5th appointment. These are things that are going to happen at certain times. Also, if I have a number of errands to run and I know I have to go to these places in this order, I'll put those there like that. That just helps me understand what I'm supposed to do for a day. That's what this is. It helps me understand what I'm supposed to do for a day, or what I would like to do. And usually this is usually too much. But these are my options. So I know that I might have these appointments to go to. If I have multiple, if this gets filled up, then this stuff I know I'm not going to try to plan out further. I might stop at 1 for each type of thing. So fun. I have to plan my fun activities. If I don't plan a fun activity and put it on here as a to-do list item, it won't happen. So I usually try to plan something, or try to know that at the end of the day, I have to look back and say, okay, what was going to fill this space? I had to do something fun today. What was fun? Was there anything that gave me joy? And that was something that was not work related. Physical, like work or household or any of those other work things that we do that we don't get paid for. Okay, next, physical. I'm supposed to do 3 physical type activities a day. And I say physical, but it's just taking care of my body, basically. So that might be stretching. counts as 1 or 2 items throughout the day because it's really important for my medical needs. If I walk pretty much any distance, I can, put walking, any type of workout activity or physical activity you do, even like a meditation or relaxation thing goes here because that is taking care of your physical body and its needs. And then I have the thing. For me, this thing is very specific, but I wanted to call it the thing because it's that thing that you never do, that you always put off, the thing that you dread, the thing that you never, like if you can use any excuse to not do this thing, then you will. So you will, the thing you procrastinate on all the time that like has to get done and it really needs to get done regularly. So every day in order, or every day, or at least like 4-5 times out of the week, you have to be working on this thing because it's such a big project. If you don't, it'll never ever get done. And so that's the thing. That's what goes here. And then priority number 1. This is the other stuff in your life that you have to do. So this might be your job. It might be your business. What is your priority number 1 for that thing that you want to start to do, or that is already like taking this space up in your head and in your life? So I have 3 rows for that, and then 1 extra in case you need it. And then other is kind of the other sort of priority, like could be a second job, it could be a second project, it could be hobbies, it could be something else work related that's a different type of work, so that would go here. And then household, there's always stuff you do around the house that you don't give yourself credit for. This could be doing the dishes, this could be, did you clean something today? It could be errands, it could be your kids' homework, it could be cooking, it could be laundry, whatever the household stuff was that you did that day, that goes here. And I have this space here because I have to remember that I did do these things, and that's why I'm so exhausted, is because, like I worked on these tasks and they were really hard, and then like I did this and I did these things, and it's like, well, that's why that thing didn't get done today. It's because of all this other stuff, and it kind of helps me gauge more appropriately what to expect of myself. And then miscellaneous is just some more stuff, and you could put anything here. So yeah, this looks like it's going to turn out pretty good when I can get back in here and move these things all the way over, move my lines all the way over, and then I can fix it. I would do the same here. Sunday there's way too much space here on Sunday. Usually on these, I don't try to put anything for Saturday and Sunday, but, sometimes I do. So it just depends. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be pretty much 1 month. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Which would be 2 months, and then 1 extra in case you have a month with 5 weeks in it. So with this, you would just write down the day, like October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. You would just write down your days at the top. Makes it really easy. I also track my weeks. So in Google Calendar or in another calendar system, a lot of them have a way to make it show you what week of the year it is. And so for me, this might be like week 42. So I would put like what week it is up here. And that helps me keep track of stuff too. Alright, and then this is the time calendar. It starts at 8 a.m. and goes to 9 because, of course, this was made for me. And the time up here is sleeping. Like, no. And I'm not gonna put like 7 a.m. watch TikTok and then 7:30 took a bath. Like, I'm not gonna put those things. This for me is like a work related thing. So I'm like, okay, my work hours could be between the hours of 8 all the way down to, for me, 10 o'clock and beyond. But I'm usually going to stop work at 8:30 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock p.m. So that's what this is. That's why it looks like this. You would do the same thing here. So this would correspond to the first day of your time chart, would correspond to the first day or the first week of your appointments. And I would like paper clip these together so that when I'm using this, I would have a paper clip that would I would just flip back and forth. So I would be able to get to my list of what I'm supposed to do or what I planned to do for the day. I'm trying to not use that word anymore, supposed to. My list of what I thought I could do today, or this, I almost look at this as a menu. This is a menu of the things that I can choose to do today, right? Without me having to think about it too much. So this is my menu of things to choose from, and I try to choose in a certain order, pretty much the order that is here, like starting with physical, and then the thing, and then the priority, like all of that. And then here, I would just write down what I actually did and like block off. Like if I did it for an hour, I would just put little lines that indicate I did this for the whole hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or however long I worked on that one thing. So I track it like that. And it's another point is that it is okay to have white space. It is okay to have these breaks, the hour breaks, 2 hour breaks. It's okay to have shift your work so that for me, I would say, okay, I have a productivity period of 4 hours like up here, and then I would skip down and start again at 6 p.m. and go on. Like that's kind of how I have to do things. So that's how this is used. And then there are okay, so you have the 4 for the 1 month. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I would have another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I would have that one extra in case you have a month with 5 weeks. And then this just starts journal. So again, I would probably paper clip whatever week I'm on here. So I'd have a paper clip that would separate like this and this. So I could flip easily. And then I'd have another paper clip that would separate whatever's left with my whatever page I'm on in my journal. So this is meant to be a 2-month journal planner. And so, or Android daily tracking device. So, when I get to my planner or my journal pages, I forget how many pages of this I have, but it was supposed to be enough to get you through 2 months. So I don't know how many pages you normally use in 2 months. But this was meant to provide enough pages for that, and I actually think I'm going to make more pages. I don't know if I like this very much. I don't think there's enough pages. So I'm probably going to change some things and add more lined pages. That makes me happy. But these lines, I love these lines. It turned out great. They're like a gray and a very, very light color, and they're not very thick. So that was my goal, is to have that. I don't want bright white paper, and I wanted lines that go all the way across. And the lines are, I think they look like college wool. I'm not sure if I measured or not. But I love the lines. I love it. It printed correctly. I was so worried that it was not even going to print these lines because I made the font size so small, or the point size so small, below the recommended line size, but this turned out great. Okay, and then these are some extra tracking pages and drawing pages. So if you need to draw a chart or something else back here, and you need this dot paper, that's what this was for, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I might add a few more pages of that because I only did like 2-page spreads. And then blank paper, because sometimes you need blank paper, right? So I have blank pages at the end, and they did not number all of them for me. So I might have to see about that. But anyway, that's it. So cool. It even has this information in the back. I didn't put this here. Like this is something that Amazon did. So anyway, that's it. I really like it. Now, It does not have saddle stitching, and I've come to prefer journals with saddle stitching. I definitely like that it is just paper, that it's lightweight. It's not, that's the whole point of it. I want it to be lightweight. After 2 months, I'm going to get bored, so I want to be able to choose a completely different design in 2 months for my next journal. And so I would just keep ordering these and have enough and know that they're supposed to track 2 months. So you would end up with six a year. And so it would be planning and tracking and journaling. So if I add those pages, I think, and change those things I mentioned, I think it'll be good to go. Very excited, very hopeful, and then I'll have to wait another like 2 weeks to get my next version of this sent to me. And these are on the line, like kind of on purpose. Like I actually might reduce the font size on these too. They just don't need to be that big. Also, you can mark these out and put whatever you want. So, I'll go over it again when I get the next one, the next version. Really happy with that so far. The only thing I hate, the reason I wanted the saddle stitching was because I want it to lay flat. So in the next version, I'll have to see if I can get it to, I can get enough room so that it doesn't bother, this binding situation doesn't bother me as much. So yeah, that's it. I hope you liked this video. There are several others in this series that show the new iterations of journals that I ordered, trying to get it right. And finally, you'll see the last version. They'll each have new covers, and you'll get to see the changes to the formatting as I make those and order new journals and see how those turn out. If you liked this idea of this journal, go check it out. You can see them in Amazon. Right now they are for sale, so there are several versions, and each video has a link to the journal that it is showing. And of course the formatting is updated in each of those, so you're not going to get the imperfect version of the journal. You're going to get the updated version, which you'll see in the last video in the series. The links in the description show you where you can go to purchase on Amazon.